First time driving GT3, I almost want to die. My body can take it,
Yeah.
but my sensory is not picking up. The first thing I did is try to lose weight because I was actually, after COVID, I gained quite a lot of weight. So, of course, I jumped back to exercising, and I hope Nintendo will sponsor me, but I use a Ring Fit to exercise. So during like 10, 11 p.m. and I went downstairs to my basement and then do some exercise with Ring Fit. Second thing I do is I jump on simulator as much as possible. I try to drive the track that I would be going. It's not just because that to get familiarized with the track. iRacing doesn't have a Autopolis. The Assetto Corsa custom model isn't too perfect, so I use Gran Turismo. But also to get used to the traffic in Super Taikyu, because Super Taikyu is a multi-class racing. A lot of time that you don't know where you can pass, you don't know where you have to watch out for the traffic. So sometimes I just run like a random race on Gran Turismo to kind of get used to, you know, where I can deal with the traffic, what kind of traffic I need to watch out for, and then, you know, just relax and again get familiar with the track. They're never the same, but it's better than nothing. Gran Turismo 7 helps a lot. Like like I didn't even drive on the Sim 1. It's just pure Gran Turismo. I think the biggest thing for Gran Turismo is that first of all the vehicle dynamic is slightly, I wouldn't say on point. That's a nice way to put it. But also that the pavement that's right now, it has a lot of big waves. So there's nothing like it's really hard to say. It's almost like a boat like. So the frequency of the wave, originally I thought that it's really high frequency wave, right? Like bang, 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 but it's not. It's actually that
Jeffrey's already warming up.
really east. So that kind of wavy, and it feels like a boat, especially on the front straight. Like when you cross the finish line, a couple big wavy points. Since it's raining right now, I'll do a quick run over of what my office is like during the weekend. First of all, safety net. So the safety net is over here. Push out. Drink. We'll have a drink system over here. So on the helmet, we'll have a tube going to the mouth. Cabin over here. Radio. Steering wheel. This weekend, because Japan has a little bit different radio frequency, so we'll run a little bit different radio over here. And then we'll have the drink button. I don't know where they can see it. Page up and down. Neutral button, which we don't use too often. And then we'll have the engine start. We'll have another page, pit limiter. The most frequently used button for myself is the flash button. So whenever I see a slower car, yeah, that's what I do. If you go really inside over here, and then we'll have the traction control on the top. No, this is the ABS first, and then we'll have the traction control, and then behind the traction control, there's like a traction control temporary off for you to make a U-turn really fast. Ignition, main control, those are because I'm not the first driver, so I don't have to manage it most of the time unless there's something happen. The engineer tell me to kill the ignition and kill the main switch. E-Box provide a lot of different layers of vibrations and haptic controls. So they have from engine vibration to chassis vibration to roll vibration to suspension vibration to suspension travel. So all sort of like signal going on. Even with that kind of simulation, it's never the same, because in a real car, you have everything just going to your senses, going to your butt. So I know D-Box did a good job on simulation, but it's just never the same. But I think right now D-Box is actually the best options out there. It's not the bump
that makes it uncomfortable, it's everything else. So the engine vibration is a lot stronger, the chassis vibrations is a lot stronger. Everything else irritates you because there are just a lot more element out there. Um, in sim racing, actually, whenever you're on sim rig, you are very isolated. The space is very close. Like for people who has claustrophobic, they definitely will struggle. The smell of it, the vibration of the cars, and the air as well. Like, you know, because during my CPANG test, it was super hot. So we didn't turn on the AC, so the air is basically hot air, 40 ambient. So it definitely felt like 60 in the car. Like if you put an egg in the car, probably it'll got boiled softly. That's how hot it is. Yeah, it's definitely tough. When I first got into the car in Sepang, the environment definitely quite overwhelming. So it's not just about the sound, not just about like the vibration, it's everything that combines. And you cannot turn it off. You have no options. There are a couple things that you can do in sim, like for example that you can crash without paying a cent. That's very good. But in real life, you cannot do that. So normally people would be a little bit more conservative. Oh, fastest second. I have to fix that as well. When I was dealing with traffic at the beginning of the season, I gave so much space to the car beside me because I worry about netcode. It's just a habit. But now that as the season progresses, I get closer and closer to the traffic. Versus that in real life, I need to be a little bit more aggressive with the traffic so that people know that because everybody on track, they have a racing license. They sort of have some normal background. What's the track etiquette? What are the rules? So they would less likely to do something very risky and something really stupid. And so I can be a little bit more aggressive on track as well. Most of the race team, they have a tire guy just to scrub off the old rubber, because not every single used tires got thrown out right after the race. So sometimes that we keep the old set. If it's not too old, the tank condition is good, we shave them off, put it in the storage, and then use it for practice. So sometimes that after changing tires between practice, your alignment just changed purely because that the radius of tire is slightly different. Also that the vibrations are slightly different because sometimes that the shaping is not perfect. So I was like, okay, I pick up some vibrations. Maybe the diff flow is a little bit more sensitive to because of the radius now is a little bit different. So the whole car just felt like a little bit different. That kind of triggers me a little bit because I don't want to wreck the car, right? So, but in sim racing, when you have new tires, you have new tires. You just disregard the old tires completely, and yeah, that's the main thing between like sim and real life is that in real life you just have to constantly monitor the car's condition the mechanical condition. But in sim, you can just have a level of confidence knowing that the car is good. If the software didn't tell you it has problem, it won't have problem. If you like our video, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. If you don't like our video, you can feel free to comment below with all of your hatred. And please follow our Instagram at Axon Simulator or Axon Motorsport. And if you really want to try our service, please come to one of our locations, 2 in Vancouver, 1 in Taiwan. Fuck!